Hey guys, I'm Bob, and I'm here today to review the CritterTrail 1-level habitat and CritterTrail 2-level habitat. You can see I have the boxes back there. I actually purchased my hamster, her name is 𝘂𝐫𝐢𝐭𝐭𝐞𝐫, almost 3 weeks ago today. And I bought this cage because this was a cage that my daughter has for her hamster, and I ordered this cage, which is the 2-level habitat, which is also the cage that my daughter has for her hamster, and she has them linked with a tube exactly the way I have. So there's more space than obviously just the one cage in this. Actually, it's almost the same exact footage in this cage as it is in here. It's just that this cage is taller. So this one has, this is like 15 by 10 and base, and this is about the same. So, you know, you have 300 square inches of space for the hamster. And I have a Syrian hamster. It's a short-haired Syrian. And what I've read since I bought these cages is that you should have a minimum of 450 square inches for a hamster to live happy and healthy. So what I did last night is I ordered on Amazon the Preview 528 Universal Small Animal Home. I'll be receiving that this week. At that time, I'll do an unboxing video of my new cage for my Syrian hamster. Maybe this size is okay for dwarf hamsters, but I think they also require 450 square inches. I could be wrong there, but I have a Syrian, so that's what I'm concerned about. So let's look at the features of both of these cages, and I'll also talk about the drawbacks. So here's the 1-level habitat. That's actually the box over there. I have both boxes. My hamster, Syrian hamster, is 𝘂𝐫𝐢𝐭𝐞𝐫, and she's actually sleeping up here in the petting zone. She actually likes this area. She burrows into the bedding. It's about 2 inches deep, so it's still not deep enough for a hamster to burrow as much as they want to. The base of this single level habitat, as well as the double level, 2-level, is 3 inches, 3 inches high. Let me just double check that. But I'm pretty sure it's 3 inches high. Yeah, it's about 3 1/4 maybe, but that's still not high enough for you to be able to put in enough bedding for the hamster to burrow. Obviously, I haven't put enough bedding in here, but I have learned that I should use much more bedding. The bedding I'm using on the bottom is the Fresh World bedding from Sunseed, and up here I use a different bedding by KT, which is the Clean and Cozy. I think what I'm considering buying is some aspen shavings. I've heard those are great for burrowing, and with the new cage, which is the Preview Pet Products 528 Universal Small Animal Home, which I'll be getting this week. With that one, I'm going to make sure I fill it up at least 4 or 5 inches deep, because that cage allows for me to do so. Let me give you a quick tour. It comes with this this wheel. This wheel is only a 6-inch wheel, much too small for a Syrian hamster. So once I learned that, I took it out. First of all, 𝘂𝐫𝐢𝐭𝐞𝐫, who's actually waking up a little bit now, she didn't like this wheel at all, and I don't blame her, because one thing, it's just not healthy for her to run on a wheel that size. So that's a big negative right there, is the wheel that it comes with. I really couldn't get a bigger wheel for this size CritterTrail the one level habitat. But I did get a bigger wheel that'll go in the 2 level habitat. That's a silent runner from Exotic Nutrition, and she actually loves this wheel. It's quiet, but we'll get to that in a moment. So this these cages both come with this tube setup, curved tube setup that they get to from inside the cage. It goes up to the petting zone, they call this area. You can open this up, and there's 𝘊𝘪𝘵 kind of waking up. It's early. It's about 9 o'clock, actually 8:30 a.m. So she's still she's up most of the night, but she goes down to sleep. I'm not sure what time, probably 4 or 5 in the morning, but she's still sleepy, so I'm gonna cover her up. So anyway, that's about 2 inches deep, and it comes right out. I'll show you in a second. Actually, it actually pops right out of here. You can actually take it out. You don't really need to. When you clean it, you probably just take off the top. That's what I do. So that has a petting zone area. As I said, it came with this small wheel. The dimensions of the bottom of this cage are roughly 15 by 10. So, that's 150 square inches. Actually, she did live in this for the first week until I finally got this. I had ordered it when I bought the hamster. So adding this helped, but it's still not nearly big enough for a Syrian hamster. But that's basically the features. It also comes with a dish, this little plastic dish, food dish that I have replaced with a ceramic dish I actually got at the pet store. What I like about this one, it's heavier, it's lower. This one here, she'd just climb up on it and knock it over. So this one here, she can't really do that because it's heavier. I got this for like $4.99 at the pet store. Definitely worth the investment. One other thing it does come with is a water bottle, which is over here. She chows down on her water regularly. It just goes, there's an actual hole in the cage for the nozzle portion of the water bottle. It just unscrews and you just fill it up. And so that's fine. So I think we can move on to the 2-level habitat. The 2-level habitat also comes with a water bottle. It is right there, and so I actually have water bottles in both. It comes with a petting area as well. I think it's almost exactly the same petting area, a petting zone, and this pops right up and out. As you can see, you can take it right out. What I did, it also comes with this same exact wheel, the 6-inch wheel, which is no good as far as I'm concerned. I bought a silent runner 9-inch wheel, and it's so silent, it's quiet. She loves this. She goes on this one at night after she runs in her ball for a little while. We take her upstairs and have her run in this ball. She loves the ball. So I had to kind of rearrange. This one comes with 2 different platforms, one over here and one over here. I kind of had to rearrange. Well, you can put one on top of each other if you wanted to. Kind of rearranged it because of this 9-inch wheel that I added. It also came with a dish. As I said, it came with a water bottle. It comes with this tube setup. It's a much longer tube setup because it's a higher habitat. The base of this is roughly the same as the one level habitat. Let's see, now 𝘊𝘪𝘵 is awake. She hears me talking. So the main difference here is the height of this blue level. Let's see if I can get the exact height. So from the base to the top, it's like 16 inches. But you know, that's really not helping. Other than this one platform, it's still only got the 15 by 10. There's 𝘊𝘪𝘵 getting water from her water bottle. You can see her. She loves the water. I live in the White Mountains of New Hampshire, and she loves the water that we have up here. So do I and my wife. So this, as I said, this is a higher tube. She gets up here no problem, gets to the top. There's actually two doors on this one. There's one up here as well. You can actually get at your animal, your hamster, from the top door if you needed to. I had to buy some extra tubes to connect the two. So this is a better setup than just the single level or the one level habitat, but it's still not big enough. And you can see how much room just having this 9-inch wheel, 9-inch silent runner wheel takes up in this one as well. I mean, it's worth it, but still, a hamster, a Syrian hamster, loves to burrow, loves to move around. So I'm really looking forward to the new cage that I am getting, which is, I think, 600 square inches and a platform on top, so it could be actually more than 600 square inches. So there's 𝘊𝘪𝘵 going up her tube. So I'm wondering if in time these tubes might end up being too small for her as she grows. That's a little concern of mine. As I said, this one comes with 2 of these shelves and 2 tubes that come, 2 blue tubes that come down the bottom. This I had to actually connect another one to make it reach to the bottom. So that's a basic tour of the 2 one level habitat and 2 level habitat. You know, after buying these 2 cages, I would not recommend anyone else to buy these cages unless you're looking to just buy one so that you could transport your hamster if you're traveling. I think this is what I'm going to keep this single level one for, is to just transport while traveling. Or maybe I'll just use this one because I'm actually going to take off the silent runner and add it to the new cage. But I would say for a Syrian hamster, I would not recommend buying either one of these cages. But maybe for a dwarf hamster, it might be big enough, but I can't speak to the dwarf hamsters because I do not own one. I think they probably require the same amount of room to run around in as a Syrian hamster would. So I would say, you know, you're probably better off buying a bigger cage for even a dwarf hamster. So they recommend 450 square inches at a minimum. The next one I'm buying is, let's see if you can see it. I have on my screen here. This is the one I'm buying. It's the Preview Pet Products 523 Universal Small Animal Home Dark Gray. It's coming in a couple of days. I can't wait for 𝘊𝘪𝘵 to experience that. See, she's already gone back to sleep. It's hard to see her in there because she got some toilet paper which she likes to use as part of her bedding. But this is the Clean and Cozy bedding, natural bedding from 𝐂𝐫𝐤𝐿. I use a different bedding up top than I do in the bottom. The bedding on the bottom, as I mentioned, is the Fresh World bedding from Sunseed. The bedding up here and up here is the 𝐂𝐫 Clean and Cozy, 𝐂𝐫 Clean and Cozy, and that's the Fresh World bedding that I use for the bottom. So I hope this was a helpful review of the CritterTrail 1-level and 2-level habitats. I would certainly not recommend these size cages for a Syrian. Even if they're linked together, it's still not enough room. I'm looking forward to getting my new Preview 528 cage from Amazon this week, and I'll be doing another video at that time. So looking forward to that, and we'll talk to you next time.